Well, good evening, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Oh boy! Monday night just got finished with my live stream. I just love hanging out with you guys. There's nothing better. Um, it's amazing how long we've been doing these live streams. We were doing live streams really when they first really started kind of happening. Um, we've been doing them, I guess, about 3-4 years now. Now everybody does live streams and stuff, but it's always special to be on Monday and Friday nights and, seeing the same friends and fans and stuff that are there. It's literally like being together, kind of like before COVID. Today, after the games, I just don't know how to feel. We were so close to getting that victory. It would have been so nice today to be thinking about, yeah, we beat the Steelers. We got hope. We're back in the fight. But then it was also good thinking that, okay, this year is a wash, that maybe this year can be a bridge to the future, and we get a high draft pick, maybe we can get a Chase Young type of a guy. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's a beast. Maybe we can get the next Tyron Smith, in the draft. And maybe we could get, a great safety and stuff that we could plug the holes on our team and be a team going forward, having a last place schedule and things. So I just don't know how to feel about this. And I'm happy. I'm so happy because the Dallas Cowboys team, they were a snowball rolling downhill. You heard Jalen Smith talking about the defense being too complicated. You heard, Xavier Woods talking about, nobody gives 100% every play. You knew there was guys that were talking to Jane Slater that were saying that the coaching staff is not prepared and don't know what they're teaching. You heard all of this dissent on the team, where people were literally just kind of like, you know what, I'm done. This is out. You're checking out. It's like being in a marriage that is headed for divorce. You're just kind of going through the motions and just waiting for the finality to it. And this was really, really bad, and you had very little hope. I literally, kept saying, when people would say, oh, you don't want to tank, it's kind of like, no, you don't want to tank, but it looks like the tank is there for you and you can't get out of the tank, because what you saw 3 weeks ago wasn't a team that you knew didn't have any chance, okay? I mean, seriously, you got your ass handed to you by the Washington football team. They scored 28 points. 28. And what did we score? 3? When you looked at that and said, wow, this is just bad. We're just done. But the Cowboys, to their credit, I don't know if Emerson Griffin, Dontari Poe, Daryl Worley, if any of those guys were the guys that had checked out for the season. Any of those guys were the guys that were talking to Jane Slater. But getting rid of them and putting an influx of different guys, from Randy Gregory, getting Leighton Vander Esch back, getting Gallimore in the lineup, the defensive line all of a sudden has gotten stout against the run. Still got a lot of work to do in the secondary. Whole lot of work. But the defense, for once, was keeping you in the game as opposed to being liability. And the team seemed to rally around Gigi, Garrett Gilbert, or Gilbert Garrett. I can't remember. My dyslexia keeps messing that up. But they seem to have rallied around him. You saw Amari Cooper playing, Amari Cooper after Dak went down, it was just kind of like, how many catches did he have? I bet you he doubled the amount of catches last night than he had the 3 games without Dak. You saw the difference of that guy. I don't know if there's a problem between the team not liking Andy Dalton or the chemistry's not there or what, but you looked at the team totally different under Garrett than under Andy Dalton. And I wouldn't be so quick if I were Stephen Jones to say, oh, it's Andy Dalton's team. Or maybe the plan is we're going to say that, but we're going to make sure we take our time getting Andy back out on the field. I think I'm getting low on gas here, which is one of those things when you're an old guy, you wish you were low on gas, because the older you get, it seems like the more gas you got. Yeah, but just saying, just maybe that's too much information. But all you old guys there, you know. But I'm wondering, is there something with Andy Dalton that he's rubbed people the wrong way? I remember that Cardinals game, the look before the game, where he had this grin like, yeah, it's about time. This is my team. And I remember him literally lambasting and going after the offensive line. And you know, it wasn't pretty. He was literally lighting them up. And when he got jacked up, it was like, whoa, ain't nobody come over. So in my mind, I'm going to say this, and I don't know if it's true. This is just a feeling that I have. To me, if the Cowboys go back to Andy Dalton, to me that says we're tanking. Maybe I'm wrong. But, you know, there is a point to tanking. You know, you look at it, even if we were to win, you know, let's say, you know, our schedule isn't that bad. We've got Cincinnati, we've got Washington, we've got the Eagles, we've got the Giants, we've got Baltimore, we've got San Francisco, and we got Minnesota. And I'm missing one other game. Who am I missing? But games that we're evenly yoked in, except for maybe the San Francisco and Baltimore. If we play the way we played yesterday, against 5 of those teams, you could see winning. All of a sudden, if you win 7 games, I don't know that the Eagles, with the teams, they got to play Seattle, they got to play the Saints, they got to play the Browns, they got to play Green Bay. The Eagles got a tough road, and they got to play us. They got to play Washington, they got to play the Giants. The team could conceivably win a couple of these games and still be in contention. As crazy as it was in 2015, when Tony Romo came back, our division was very similar. We were garbage. We still looked at having the opportunity of being in the playoffs with only 4 wins. So, do you want the short-term gain of saying you made the playoffs with a broke-down bad team in 2020? Or would you rather have a team that is totally stocked and ready to make a run the following year? Like I said, I don't know how to feel about the Dallas Cowboys. To tank or not to tank? I don't know. Well, it's another day that's come and gone. And that's one less that I got left. But I'm glad that I got to share it with you guys. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all in the morning, God willing. Take care, be safe, and try and look out for your fellow man or woman. Peace.